Good morning, everyone. It's the Hybrid Chef again. Another beautiful Monday morning, out for a little stroll. Just, I guess, taking a little relaxation before I start my day again. Monday's actually my worst day. No matter what happens over the weekend or what time I finish work on Sunday, I'm up by 4 a.m. so we can start delivery process for our Monday deliveries. Myself and Vinny go out, deliver, sometimes as many as 20 clients each. It can be a couple hour trip. Today it was kind of quick. It's summertime, so a little quieter. Can't really complain about that right now. So anyway, today I wanted to talk to you about, I guess, more simple, what is food meant to me, or what does it mean to me now. I've been doing this for quite a while. I'll be 50 this year in September, right after my 21st wedding anniversary, actually. And I started in the kitchen at 13, summer before my 14th birthday. Excuse me. I was a fry cook slash busboy slash dishwasher at the local Elks Lodge. I was actually frying shrimp at 13 years old. So I guess it was kind of always written in the stars. So knowing what, growing up, my mother was she was a home cook. My father was a state trooper. There wasn't a lot of money in the house, so we ate rather inexpensive. Our taste didn't vary a whole lot, or our experience didn't vary a whole lot. Didn't really see what my kids see now, just because of the way the world is. We ate what everybody was going to eat, or at least what my father wanted to eat, and then we were made to eat it to ensure that no food was wasted. But anyway, back then, food was just a thing that you did. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as much sugar as you could get, whatever you could sneak from mom, hide from her anyway. Bowl of cereal, always eating the no sugar stuff before you could have a bowl of the sugared stuff. And then, lunch, where you got a peanut butter and jelly, some chips, maybe a cookie, some Kool-Aid. And dinner was, whatever it was that day: chicken, pork, piece of tacos, spaghetti. Nothing crazy. If we had spaghetti, it was just a plate of pasta with a little sauce on top. No vegetable, no salad. It was just how life was. Then to start cooking, and as I grew, I think restaurant experiences, my eyes opened more to what was available, what people were doing. I didn't necessarily agree with a whole lot of it, and most of it was kind of annoying as a young cook, wanting to do all the fancy stuff and having, a vegetarian walk in the middle of service, for crying out loud. Whew, could have been, the worst night just because of that. Vegetarians weren't treated very well back in when was that, 94, I guess. When I was in one of the top restaurants of the state, a vegetarian meal consisted of whatever vegetables were around that day that had been turned into various sides. It could have been ratatouille, green beans, polenta, grilled vegetables, a little orzo, maybe a little couscous, all on the same plate, and that was a vegetarian plate. Next restaurant, there were things like quinoa, which I don't know that they used it because it was a good protein-packed grain, or because it was just a different grain that no one else was using. To getting into New York City and having to create meals that were vegetarian for people if they came in. More focused on flavors and tastes, but never on the protein source, if there was one, or things like that. All the way to the point of now, where I'm, the Hybrid Chef, and I have had over the almost 7 years now, people reach out and ask for a number of things, various doctor recommendations, every ailment I think I could imagine, and ones I never knew were available, and specific diets for those types of ailments. A lot of it all revolves around more whole foods, but I would say more of it than not scares me that, doctors may prescribe a low fiber diet for someone who's had stomach trouble. And I just, as someone who's had some issues with stomach, I actually had a bowel resection surgery in 2019. As I think about it now, I probably just really based on diet, though no one could give me an answer. They all told me I was too young for it. They cut it out so it didn't happen again. Yeah, it's pretty invasive surgery, not too pleasant. It was, something that no one should have to deal with, but is probably pretty preventable. But that doctor then, who I assume still to this day is one of the most brilliant young doctors that I had the pleasure of working on me, if you call it that, his recommendation of a low residue, low fiber, diet, processed stuff, I just don't think is the right answer. Now, he's the brilliant doctor and I'm the chef, but as someone who doesn't eat those processed ingredients now and understanding how the plumbing works, if you will, I can't imagine why I wouldn't have done it this way then. Now, is it possible that it was too bulky and maybe it would have popped a stitch or whatever? It's okay. So tell me to cook the exact same things I'm eating now and put it in a blender. I mean, why wouldn't that work? I'd still get the nutrients, I get the fiber for the most part, but I wouldn't have so much that, I'm blowing stitches inside. So anyway, now I like the question of the doctor on that, but it's probably not worth it because doctors aren't educated on nutrition. Another scary thing, right? So anyway, food now to me is something that needs to be put into focus of real medicine. Why can't a doctor understand what I'm supposed to eat to make my vitamin levels raise? Why couldn't, and I don't want to get political and it's not meant to be, but why couldn't the doctors have said before COVID, you need vitamin D, get the hell outside, period? Like, why are we suggesting pills now after everything? But even then, during it, when everybody should have had it, no one suggested it unless you were listening to the off-market news or out of media, out of the mainstream media. Like, what sense does that make? What are we doing to the human population? I don't know. So that's enough. I can't keep going yet. It's only day 3. I like to talk forever. My wife will tell you, she thinks I should have some kind of podcast or some kind of blog where I can just go on a topic, because believe me, I can talk about anything really. I'm very passionate in what I believe in. So anyway, I'll cut it off for there today. If you have any ideas on what I should talk about next or in the future, let me know. Bye.